Hi, YouTubers and wet shavers everywhere. It's SparkWithGeorgeTune.com. I'm back with another Monday Morning Mailbag. Get yourself a cup of coffee, kick back, relax. Let's talk a little wet shaving and a few other things. What do you got this morning? I got a familiar friend. Hang on 1 minute. That is really a marvelous cup of coffee. Once again, from Black Rifle Coffee Company, we're enjoying Silencer Smooth, a light roast. This came from my nephew Jason, his wife Allison, and the boys. And hopefully they came through again this year with the Coffee of the Month Club Christmas gift. I haven't heard anything yet. So hopefully we'll be kicking off 2026 with another one of these great samples of great coffee from the Black Rifle Coffee Company, the Keurig, the dozen Keurig cups that come in these great Coffee of the Month Club. I guess you could call them samplers, that sort of thing. But they are terrific. And how about that? It's 2026. Happy New Year to everyone. This is the first Monday Morning Mailbag for 2026. Great to be with you this morning. Boy, we got a terrific show. As we like to say on the show every week, a good hot coffee, a trusty mug. Let the caffeine go to work, gentlemen. Absolutely. Hang on 1 minute. That is really great, and I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me this morning. Hey, if you're taking me along on your morning commute, thanks very much for the lift. Really do appreciate that. If you are listening to the audio podcast this morning, thanks very much for tuning in via all those great streaming platforms out there like Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, YouTube Music, that sort of thing. Great to be with you this morning. Let me get over to my notes, because we have got a really terrific show for you this morning. Let me go over to topics and click down here, and there are my notes right there, the highlights for today's show. We got a great viewer shaving tip from me, something that I stumbled on I wanted to share with you this morning. We got a great shave den visit. We also have some really terrific refill comments and some terrific new wet shaving gear to share with you this morning. And we're going to round it off with some questions and comments. We also have a surprise that came courtesy of viewer Joel Toronto. Stay tuned for that. That was really a nice surprise. Joel, let me say at the top of the show, thank you very much. Really do appreciate that. So stay tuned for that. So great to be with you this morning. I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee. By the way, we're using our Ohio mug right here. We got this courtesy of viewer Beth Jones. Beth, thank you very much. It's a Been There coffee mug from Starbucks, and celebrates a lot of different states. So if you want one for your specific state, we'll link it below where you can get these on Amazon. It really is terrific, and it talks about all things Ohio, right? And I guess I need this because the Buckeyes lost. They're not in the running for the national championship, but still a great season. But so this reminds me to, go Buckeyes, love Ohio, that sort of thing. So a big thank you to Beth Jones for the coffee mug. So again, I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me this morning. Great to be with you this morning. Happy New Year, first Monday Morning Mailbag of 2026. So let's get things started like we do every week with a viewer morning shaving tip. Well, this morning I have a shaving tip that I want to share with you. I sort of stumbled on this, and I had everything verified by AI in doing a little research on this. I actually did this, and it worked. And what it is using a microwave to jumpstart your hot towel in a hot towel cabinet. Now, we have this wonderful hot towel cabinet that came from viewer Jamie Horn. Jamie, thank you very much. And he also sent along a couple of these great Mula towels right here with the waffle design. These are great in the hot towel cabinet as well. And a hot towel cabinet will typically take 30 to 45 minutes to warm that towel, depending on the size of the cabinet and the number of towels that you have in there. But that's pretty much the ballpark, 30 to 45 minutes, something like that. But you can use a microwave to jumpstart the heating process and get the towel warmer faster using a microwave oven and then taking that microwave towel and putting it into the hot towel cabinet. Now, here's the instructions on how to do this. Yes, you can microwave a towel if you do it correctly. A microwave heats water molecules unevenly, so the trick is to control moisture and timing. How to do it safely and effectively. Start with a fully damp towel, not dripping but evenly saturated. Dry patches will overheat. Fold it loosely. Tight folds create hot spots. Heat in short bursts, 20 to 30 seconds at a time, checking between cycles. Typical total time is 45 to 60 seconds. I went 1 minute and it was fine. Test the temperature before applying. Unfold it and touch it to your wrist. The same test used for baby bottles. Now here it says here, why combine a microwave and a hot towel cabinet? This is actually a great hybrid workflow for shaving. Microwave jumpstart gets the towel hot in under a minute. The cabinet holds the heat. Once preheated, the cabinet keeps the towel at a perfect, steady temperature without drying it out. This is especially useful if you shave early and don't want to wait 20, 30, 45 minutes for the cabinet to heat up the towel. You're shooting a video and want a predictable timing window. You only need one towel instead of a full batch. Now here are a few cautions here. Never microwave a dry towel. It can scorch or even smoke. Avoid metal embroidery or tags. They can spark. Don't overheat. Towels can get dangerously hot in the center. That's why they say go 20 to 30 seconds in 20 to 30 seconds bursts and don't go over 1 minute, that sort of thing. Don't store a microwave towel in the cabinet for hours. It can over dry. So here is the workflow that they recommend here. Microwave the towel for 45 to 60 seconds. Place it in the pre-warm cabinet for 5 to 10 minutes, something like that, and you'll be good to go. And you can kind of speed up the heating of a hot towel in your hot towel cabinet by using a microwave. So you can kind of preheat it in the microwave, put it in your hot towel cabinet to keep it a nice steady warm temperature, and within say 5-10 minutes you'll have a nice hot towel ready to go rather than having to wait 30 minutes, 45 minutes, something like that. So just a shaving tip regarding hot towel cabinets and microwaving a hot towel that I wanted to share with you this morning. And we usually give out an original signed George sketch for anyone who sends in a shaving tip. So if you would like an original signed George sketch, just send me a shaving tip. Send that shaving tip to mondaymailbag@gmail.com, mondaymailbag@gmail.com. And if I use your shaving tip on the viewer morning shaving tip segment of the Monday Morning Mailbag, you too will receive an original signed George sketch. So that's just a shaving tip from my shave den to yours. If this is something that you have also done, please comment below and let us know. Okay, it's time for a shave den visit.
Grab your favorite shave soap, whip it up, rich and creamy, fill your cup, boom, lather. Hot towel ready, face feels prime. A classic shave, so smooth, so fine. 30 degrees, a light touch. Let the razor do the work, no need to rush. Shave like a pro, close and neat. A shave so smooth it can't be beat. Slap on your favorite splash, feel that glow. Shave complete, now you're ready to go. Oh, boom, shave complete, you're ready to go.
Well, today's Shave Den visit comes from viewer Kyle Corriveau. Kyle, I hope I pronounced your last name correctly. It's spelled capital C-O-R-R-I-V-E-A-U. Corvo. I hope I got that right. Anyhow, it has to do with something that many of us have in our own shave dens. And Kyle writes, just a shout out for the Cube 2.0. I always use the Cube as a pre-shave. Some may think it's not worth the money. Just look at the picture. The one on the right is brand new. On the left, still using. It lasts for a long time. Just thought you might like this. Always a fan, Kyle Corvo. Kyle, thank you very, very much. And thanks for the great shave den picture showing those two cubes side by side. One is just a mere sliver and you're still using it. As a matter of fact, in my shave den, I got a couple of cubes right here that just keep going and going and going. One is mentholated, one's non-mentholated. I can't remember which is which. And I also have a couple of slivers here that I also keep on top there because I'm using that also. And yeah, it just keeps going and going and going. It does a great job as a pre-shave wash and also as a pre-shave lather to kind of get your beard ready for painting on that wonderful lather that you make in a shave bowl. And you can also face lather with the Cube 2.0 pre-shave lather, and it kind of mixes in and lifts the beard and, you know, that sort of thing. So yeah, it's a great, great product. And again, a lot of us have the Cube 2.0 in our shave den. I prefer the activated charcoal kind of universal Cube 2.0. I do have some scent specific cubes out there that I will pull out from time to time, but I really, really do like the activated charcoal version, mentholated and non-mentholated. Let us know in the comments below what you like to use as far as a cube in your shave den. Kyle, thanks again very, very much. Well, here's your reminder to check out shavesplash.com. This is a website that was created by viewer Lee Meyer. If you happen to have a shave soap, but you don't have an aftershave splash for it, well, shavesplash.com is a scent matching website. So you'll be able to find a complimentary aftershave scent that will go with that shaving soap. Really, really terrific. And they also have some great articles and features up there. So check it out. We'll have the link below, shavesplash.com from viewer Lee Meyer. Well, the channel now has auto dub technology courtesy of Google and YouTube. And as the name suggests, it will automatically translate this audio from English into Italian, German, Portuguese, Spanish, or French. Pretty amazing. Simply click on the gear in the lower right of the video screen. A menu will pop up, and there you can select the language that you wish to hear the audio in: Italian, German, Portuguese, Spanish, or French. It translates it from English to any of those languages in real time, on the fly. Pretty amazing. Auto dub. Check it out. Well, here's your weekly reminder that the Monday Morning Mailbag is also available as a podcast. Simply get up to your favorite streaming service and search for Monday Morning Mailbag and more, Monday Morning Mailbag and more, and the Monday Morning Mailbag podcast, as well as our other podcast, Second Cup, will come right up. Both of those podcasts are available on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, YouTube, and now iHeartRadio. Well, what do you know? Coffee's getting low, that time of the show. Let's go back for a refill. Well, hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me this morning. I hope you went back for a refill. I sure did. Hang on, let me get another sip here. Yeah, boy, I really filled that up. I mean, there was a little bit left in there, and I went another 10 ounces, and it's almost up to the top. Boy, that is good. Once again, Black Rifle Coffee Company, Silencer Smooth, a light roast. This one is terrific. Very, very flavorful. Like it a lot. Nice change of pace from some of the bolder, darker roasts we've been enjoying on the show. And again, a big thank you to Beth Jones for the Ohio State Starbucks Been There coffee mug, or I should say State of Ohio Been There coffee mug from Starbucks. And again, we'll link that below on Amazon, where you can see all these great Been There mugs celebrating all the different states. So your home state will be listed on those pages there, and you can get one yourself, and it highlights all the great things in your home state. Hang on, let me get another sip here. Nothing better than a good cup of coffee. And hey, if you want to know the health benefits of coffee, just check out Mantic 59's website, his blog, The Black Coffee Life, which talks about all things healthy when drinking black coffee. So check that out. Also, give a look to the Lockhorn. Someday we'll look back on this and quickly change the subject. A hardcover collection of great Lockhorns cartoons, as well as the Lockhorns Laugh-A-Day calendar for 2026. Yeah, Happy New Year's 2026. You need a calendar and a fun one to start your day? Check out the Lockhorns 2026 Laugh-A-Day calendar by my good friends Bunny Host and John Reiner. Okay, a little bit of housekeeping done. Let's get to some of these refill comments here. We're going to kick things off from Rod Sloan from Down Under, because he used an expression in a previous Monday Morning Mailbag when I was dealing with the flu, which was rug up. And I didn't understand what rug up meant. And he writes here, you're looking a bit better now, Mark. Great 3MB again. Rug up. To wrap yourself up in blankets, whatever you can get a hold of, even around your head, if you need to keep warm whilst you're dealing with those up and down flu, chills, aches, and pains. Yep, been there, done that. A couple of other pointless and silly little Australianisms. Butcher's hook, meaning crook or sick. Sorry to hear your butcher's hook, mate. Or just butchers. Sorry, mate, I can't make it. Feeling a bit butchers. That's a good one. I like that one. He also adds here, frog and toad, meaning the road, and dog and bone, meaning the phone. Christmas fruit mince pies, big down here too. Yum. Take care and have a great week, Mark. And of course, a happy new year to you and everyone else out there in 3MB land. That comes from our friend Rod Sloan from Down Under. Rod, thanks very, very much for the explanation regarding rug up and butchers and all those other great Australian expressions. Dino DeRosa, also from Down Under, added this regarding rug up. Hi, Mark. Rug up in Aussie speak simply means to dress for and ensure you have blankets, clothing, etc. for cooler and cold weather to forestall colds, etc. Very enjoyable 3MB again, and great to see your old self again this week. Happy New Year, mate. Thank you very much for that, Dino. Really, really do appreciate it. Hearing from our friends from Down Under reminds me of a book I read by Mark Twain called Following the Equator. And Mark Twain wrote this book to chronicle a world speaking tour that he was on back in 1895, 1896. He actually circumnavigated the globe on a worldwide speaking tour, and he loved Australia. He just absolutely loved Australia, and he spoke very, very highly of Australia and the Australian people. He even recounted in the book the historic telegraph line in Australia that was built from about 1870 to 1872. This was known as the Overland Telegraph Line, and it went from the southernmost part of Australia, which I think is Port Augusta, to the Northern Territory in Darwin. Now, Darwin was hooked into the undersea cable out of Java, so they were able to get telegraph reports, but the rest of the continent didn't. Anything that came into Darwin had to be handed off to a courier, go overland, and it could take days, even weeks. So they built this telegraph line 2,000 miles from the southernmost part of Australia up into Darwin. And once it was connected, then they had telegraph service, or you could say back then, the internet service throughout the entire continent. So now they can get information in hours, whereas prior to that, it would take weeks. And it was just a big technological triumph, and Twain recounts this with great admiration. And the other thing he mentioned that I want to mention here, I think I shared this on the Shave Migos live shave that I did several months ago. But in talking about the Australian people and his admiration for them and his love of Australia and the Australian people, he gives a little clue as to how you can speak and sound Australian. And the trick is to take the letter A in a word and replace it with Y. So the example he gives is, your waiter will take you to your table. Now take the A in each of those words and replace it with a Y, and you get, your waiter will take you to your table. I always thought that was great. That was really, really terrific. And it's a terrific book. It is lengthy, but again, he's chronicling all the different countries and cities and whatnot that he visited on his worldwide tour to pay off a debt. He was paying off a debt because he had declared bankruptcy. And rather than go through with bankruptcy, he felt the morally responsible thing to do was to pay everyone in full, which he did after this worldwide speaking engagement and then writing the book, which helped to also fund paying off the debt. But it was really a terrific book. And again, he really just loved Australia. So just wanted to mention that with Rod and Dino checking in, just reminded me of that. So gentlemen, thank you again from Down Under. Really, really do appreciate that. Charles K checked in. Bravo, Mark. Looking good now. Lots of energy, big smile, and lots of fun. We are all pleased. While the expression that comes to mind can't compete with rug up, I will borrow one of my dad's favorites when he would come to the courthouse, bring lunch, and sit in while I was arguing a case in court. Of course, I was dressed in my three-piece suit, moving around like Perry Mason, and my dad would comment, "Son, you look like $1 million." I'm certain that I can speak for all of your subscribers when I say that we are all pleased to witness your return to looking like $1 million. Let's all roll into the new year in good health and enjoy every shave along the way. I love that new Xeris razor and the gentleman at the cabin soap and splash. As always, you have my compliments, thanks, and kindest personal regards. Happy New Year in advance. And that comes from Charles K. Charles, thank you very, very much. Yeah, I'm feeling better. I'm glad that I look $1 million. Always great to look great, to feel great, to look great. Believe me, when you come out on the other side of the flu, boy, you're so thankful for your health, aren't you? Some of you out there probably had this flu, and when you come out on the other end, my gosh, are you grateful just to be able to get out of bed and walk around the room and not feel the aches and the pains, that sort of thing. So yeah, Charles, thank you very, very much for that. I really do appreciate that. Scott Martin checked in. Here we go in the 2026 mark, and I am already looking forward to spending every Monday morning with you in the show. Wonderful episode this week, and you would think that the Valinor razor was my favorite item this week. It's incredible, but it was the vintage Williams mug that blew my mind. I come from a family of Midwestern pickers and antique dealers, and that mug is right up my alley. I'll be searching for one myself in the new year. Cheers from Los Angeles. Scott, yeah, that was terrific. And I think the fact that it's vintage and it has that history attached to it. Yeah, the Valinor razor was great. I admit that was a terrific looking razor. But that vintage Williams mug, yeah, that's something I think everyone would love to have in their shave den. Wholeheartedly agree with that. J-Tekken X checked in. I went through this flu as well, Mark. It was miserable. I couldn't sleep no matter how hard I tried for days. Emergency carried me as well. Glad we are both feeling better. Great 3MB. Yeah, Jay is referring to Emergency. I took this right here. This stuff was great. And I continue to take it to kind of keep my immunity up. Emergency, and it's got, this is the super orange flavor, really tasty. It's got beta via, zinc, vitamin C, and vitamin D. Yeah, this really came in handy. So check it out. I happen to buy a whole bunch of these at Costco. I don't know if I'm going to use them all. Maybe I'll give some away to family and friends as they, there's a preventative. But yeah, this came in really, really handy. And Jay, I'm glad it helped you as well. Thanks for checking in, and so glad to hear that you're beyond the flu as well. Yeah, it's not a good one at all. Some folks get it. Like I had what they call, a friend was telling me, I had flu A, which is just the fever, the chills, the aches and the pains, the inability to sleep at night, and just a low energy, and you just feel blah. And other people have all that plus nausea and the trots, as they say in England or Australia, the runs, that sort of thing. So I didn't get those other symptoms, but boy, I got enough of something to keep, and the congestion. I had the congestion as well. Yeah, so I'm just glad it's behind me. As I laugh, if I smile and laugh, a little bit of the cough comes up, and that's dissipating a little bit as well. So Jay, glad to hear you're on the mend as well. This comes from Matt A. 8034, and he writes, "Hi Mark, nice 3MB. I'm glad that you are feeling better. As a Brit, I'm proud to say you can't beat a proper M&S mince pie," and proper is in capital letters. Matt, thanks very much for that. Really, really do appreciate that. Stay tuned. We have a little bit of a surprise at the end of the show, courtesy of Joel Toronto. Joel, thank you again very, very much. Really looking forward to sharing this with you all. It was a really wonderful, delightful surprise that landed on my doorstep New Year's Eve. What a way to kick off 2026. Stay tuned for that. And Matt, thanks very, very much for confirming how great M&S mince pies are. Really do appreciate that. This comes from Steve M, 1563. Glad you're doing better. Happy New Year's this week. I have 4 of the TRC Herald brushes, a purple, antique, orange, and a holiday red and green. Personally, I like the silver tip Badger not the best, but the Boar is fantastic, and it is the least expensive. They are great brushes and look cool. I highly recommend. TRC also makes a blue pearlescent synthetic brush that I bought today and is very reasonable at $16.99. Yeah, we talked about these brushes. This information came courtesy of viewer David Dart, as I recall, and he was telling us all about this wonderful TRC shaving brush. We'll link it again below because as Steve pointed out, and as David also pointed out, it comes with a variety of knots, and David got a hybrid knot with his, which was Badger and synthetic. And that sounds amazing. But again, they have synthetic, they have the hybrid knot, they have Boar knots, they have Badger knots. Check it out. These brushes really, really are great looking. They come in at nice price points depending on the knot that you want, and the performance is very, very good from what I'm hearing. So, Steve, thanks very much for confirming that, and enjoy those shave brushes. Really do appreciate it, and let us know how the blue pearlescent synthetic brush works for you. Really do appreciate that, Steve. This comes from Andrew Hill, 1965. Good morning, Mark. Great Monday morning mailbag. Glad to see you're feeling better. There's a flu or something going around here in my area too, in Michigan. Great shave tip today, I thought. I do the same thing. I have several razors that I got when I first started out that I did not like, that I thought were too harsh, and now I'll try them out and they're smooth as anything. Your technique gets better as you go. Again, great show. Glad you're feeling better. Have a great week. Hey, Andrew, thanks very, very much. And the shaving tip that he's referring to came from our friend Aaron Watson. And the shaving tip was, in a kind of encapsulated here was, if you have a piece of hardware that you don't like, set it aside and then come back to it in a month or two. Your technique will improve and you might get some great shaves with that razor or that brush or whatever it is. Because as your technique improves, then you're able to handle that piece of hardware a little better is really what is, in essence, what the shaving tip was. And Andrew, thanks very, very much for confirming that. Really do appreciate that. And this is something that I've done also. If a particular razor or something, a shave soap, whatever it is, if it doesn't quite work, I try to avoid the knee-jerk reaction. I'll set it aside and I'll come back to it, maybe in a week, maybe in a month, maybe in 2 months, something like that. And it's surprising how much better a shave you get with it. Try it out yourself. It was a really, really great shaving tip. And again, a big, big thank you to Aaron Watson for that. And Andrew, thank you very much for confirming. This comes from Mike Perit, another great 3MB. Great to hear you're doing better. My house still gets the coughing as well, especially if you get active. Have a great week. As I say, if I'm laughing at something, then the cough will come forward. But that's dissipating a little bit. And I'm feeling much, much better. Even before I shot this video, I was outside doing a little bit of shoveling and just had some great energy to do that, removing snow off the back of my roof. I was kind of flipping a coin. Should I do that or should I just wait? Because later on in the week, it's going to be like 50 degrees. It's going to go up into the 40s and get into 50 degrees, and all the snow is going to melt. That's January in Northeast Ohio, so I'm looking forward to the break in the cold weather and the snow. That'll be great to see. Mike, thanks very much for that. This comes from viewer Shadow Commander 1167, and he writes, "Glad you're doing so much better, Mark. I've had good results by taking B complex and vitamin C with echinacea supplements whenever I'm feeling under the weather. Of course, your mileage may vary. Take care." Kind of a natural homeopathic approach to flu season and other illnesses that might come your way. I've done a little bit of that. Paul DeJardin likes to go the traditional route, and he writes, "Good morning, Mark. Glad to see you are up and about. This is 1 year I'm glad I got my flu shot. Can't believe people would rather get sick than get a shot. I like the new setup." Hey, Paul, thanks very, very much. So there you go, folks. Kind of two sides. If you want to take a natural approach or you want to take something that's a little more, I guess you could say traditional, a little more 21st century and getting a flu shot. Entirely up to you. Whatever works for you, I guess. But Paul, glad to hear that this flu has not gotten a hold of you. Believe me, because it's something you do not want. Hey, Beth Jones checked in. Great to hear from you, Beth. Thanks so much. Happy New Year, Mark. So glad to see you on the mend. I have 2 questions regarding the American razor blades. What razors were used with these blades? And would using different razors make a difference in the performance? Best wishes for a happy and healthy 2026 to all 12.1 thousand subscribers, and to you, Mark, for everything you do. Beth, thank you very, very much for the kind words. Really do appreciate that. And great questions regarding the American razor blades. We've had a discussion on these in previous Monday morning mailbags. They're a bargain razor blade. And kind of like the Zaza blades we talked about, I found that the Zaza blades, another bargain razor blade, were pretty good in mild razors. Maybe American razor blades are the same way. Maybe they were used in a razor that had a little too much aggression for them, so to speak. I don't know. Great question. I believe Abene Samant introduced us to those. I think it was Aaron Watson who also tested the American razor blades. So Aaron, please comment below and let us know what razors you used. Great questions, Beth. Thanks again for the very, very kind words. Really do appreciate it. Happy New Year to you, your family, and everyone in Texas. Wishing you a happy, healthy, and prosperous New Year. Not only to you and everyone in Texas, but to all the viewers out there. Folks, Happy New Year. Thanks very much for tuning in as we kick off 2026 here on the Monday Morning Mailbag. And that's this week's refill segment. Thanks so much to everyone who contributed. Really do appreciate it. We'll do it again next week. Okay, let's check out some new wet shaving gear. Well, in previous Monday morning mailbags, we've been featuring Yaqi shaving soaps. They're made in collaboration with Master Soap Creations, and Master Soap Creations has created an exclusive soap base for these Yaqi shaving soaps. We've got another one to share with you. Check this one out. This one's called Legacy. Boy, oh boy, love that artwork. Check that out. And as they write here, Legacy is an homage to the Cristiano Ronaldo's Legacy fragrance. The scent oozes sophistication and a woody, aromatic fragrance. Wow, that sounds marvelous. And it does. And it's not overwhelming, but boy, there is a sophistication, an elegance, and a refinement to this scent. Very, very gentlemanly. Boy, this is definitely top shelf. This is perfect for an evening night out. You can see it's a brand new tub. And again, these just lather beautifully. Here are the scent notes. The top notes are lavender, cinnamon, and apple. Middle notes are sage, cedarwood, and rosemary. Base notes are ambergris, blonde woods, and patchouli. Wow. I don't think I've ever had a shave soap with blonde woods. If anyone knows what blonde woods exactly is, please comment below and let us know. This is marvelous. This is absolutely marvelous. We're going to get a review done on this one. This one is very, very captivating. From Yaqi Shave Soaps and Master Soap Creations, Legacy will have links to all the Yaqi Shave Soaps. Give it a look. Viewer Bill Murphy introduces us to a brand new razor manufactured in Chicago, Illinois. Now, we previewed this razor in last week's Second Cup, and Bill sent along some photos and did a review, and he writes, Mark, I just received the Maxwell June razor, the MJ double edge long handle version. There are 3 different models of this razor, the SX for sensitive skin, the MJ for a medium shave, and the EX for a more aggressive shave. And at $89 for a 3/16 stainless steel razor, it is a fantastic bargain. I ordered the MJ for a medium mild shave. For my first shave, I used a Persona Comfort Coat blade and Ariana & Evans Pistachio Silk in Ultima Base. What a fantastic, wonderfully comfortable, smooth shave. The razor is completely customizable. You can order the different top caps for $35 for a less aggressive shave or one for a more aggressive shave. You can also order a different length handle for $20. This is a wonderful razor and I highly recommend it. In the attached picture, the razor on the left is my timeless TI .68 razor with the crown 90mm 3.5-inch handle. On the right is the Maxwell June MJ with the long 3.8-inch handle. Thanks and have a wonderful, safe, happy, healthy new year. And that comes from Bill Murphy. And he also followed up with this email. Mark, just want to let you know that I used the razor again today, and this time I used an AccuForge blade. The blade is very sharp, and after using an alum block, I usually get a lot of irritation, but not this time. I got no irritation. It was a fantastic shave. Tomorrow, I plan on trying a feather blade. By the way, I used Space Nog this morning. Thanks, Bill Murphy. Bill, so glad to hear it was a great, great shave with a really sharp blade as well. Looking forward to hearing your comments on the feather blade in the Maxwell June MJ long-handled razor. Bill, thanks very much for the review, and thanks very much for introducing all the viewers out there to the Maxwell June razor. Folks, we'll have links below. Give it a look. Well, are you looking to kick off 2026 with a brand new shave soap? Well, once again, Bill Murphy has you covered. He writes, Hi Mark, just want to let you know I just had my first shave with an exclusive soap and aftershave splash at the razor company by Ariana & Evans. It's Auld Lang Syne in the new Ultima 2 base. The shave was wonderful. The Ultima 2 base is easy to lather and feels wonderful, and the slickness is outstanding. If you are a fan of A&E's Ultima base, you have got to try the Ultima 2 base. There are a few Ultima soaps on the A&E site with more to come. As for the scent, it is also wonderful. Here are the scent notes: nectarine, blackberries, champagne, effervescence, touch of vanilla, and oak moss. Here's what the webpage says about this scent. Auld Lang Syne is a bright celebratory fragrance built around juicy fruits and sparkling champagne notes. Nectarine and blackberries introduce a lively sweetness before the scent opens into a bubbly effervescence that feels festive and modern. A touch of vanilla smooths the composition, while oak moss adds quiet depth. This release uses the Ultima 2 base, an evolution of Ariana & Evans' premium soap formula. Ultima 2 is designed for exceptional lather density, slickness, and post-shave feel with a blend of butters, oils, milk powders, and skin conditioning ingredients that provide a luxurious cushioning shave. Wow, that sounds absolutely wonderful. A great shave soap to have in your shave den for 2026 from Ariana & Evans, available at the razor company Auld Lang Syne. A big thank you to Bill Murphy for pointing this out. Folks, we'll have links below. Give it a look. Well, we very kindly and generously received this email and product right here from viewer Lee Meyer. Lee, thank you very, very much. And Lee writes, "Hi Mark, Happy New Year and best wishes for a wonderful 2026. My family has its roots in Poland and we often travel there to visit relatives. I thought it would be fun to try Leader, one of Poland's most famous and popular drugstore brands of aftershave and shave soap, similar to Parasso in Italy, Lea in Spain, Spike in Germany, or even Brut and Palmolive here in the States. While searching online, I came across a fabulous deal from a website called makeupstore.com, which sells an entire kit of Leader products for just $20. It includes an aftershave, a brush, a tube of shave soap cream, and a can of shaving cream. It was such a great deal that I thought it would be fun to share it with you and the viewers of 3MB. Well, this arrived just about a week ago. Thank you very much, Lee. Really do appreciate that. We're going to show you the contents in just a moment, but Lee continues here. The Leader brand dates back to the 1970s and was acquired by Miraculum, a large Polish cosmetics maker, in 2007. Today, it has one of the largest shares for tube-based shave cream in Poland and can be found in many retail stores. Leader doesn't discuss much about the scent notes of the aftershave, only that it has citrus top notes, menthol heart notes, and woody, spicy base. I think it falls in the category of a classic, fresh, aromatic design and reminds me of freshly snapped green twigs mixed with herbs and spices. Interestingly, it has some wonderful beneficial ingredients, including panthenol, which helps repair the skin, aloe, which soothes, and glycerin, which hydrates. The menthol is light, but adds a cool, refreshing aspect. The shave soap has a similar fragrance with fairly straightforward ingredients and whips up quickly into a creamy, dense lather. If you have the chance to try them, I think you'll enjoy them. I'm happy to have them in my shave den and will occasionally work them into my rotation. Once again, thank you for all you do. Warm regards, Lee Meyer. Lee, thank you very, very much for this. This is marvelous. I'm going to just try to show it to you and get the light reflection off of that. Leader, I think that's how it's pronounced, Lider, Leader. If I got that incorrect, my apologies, but that's how I'm reading it. Let's open this up. This is a great case. So I'm going to show you the back label here also. Check that out, okay? And it's showing you the contents here, the brush, the aftershave, the shave cream in a can, and also shave cream in a tube right there. Let's open this up. This is marvelous, and I love this. I love this case. This is great. You could probably put a lot of shaving gear in here and have in your shave den. Okay, here it is right here. All right, now on top, we have this tray that comes out right here. And In that, we have the shaving brush right here, the leader shaving brush. Okay, right there like that. And that's all in Polish. I'm going to have to get a translation app to read that. It looks to be a boar brush with a wooden handle. We'll open that in just a minute. And here is the leader shave cream right here. Check that out, huh? That's marvelous. Okay, so inside here, we also have the can of shaving cream right here. That's terrific. Right there. Okay, if you want to get a quick shave with a can of shaving cream right there. And also, this is the, let me set this down here. This is the aftershave splash right here. And that's where we're going to sample the scent. Going to open this up. Look, glass bottle, check that out, huh? Here, right here. Glass bottle right there. How about that? And we're going to sample the scent right now. Oh, that's marvelous. That very lively. Yeah, I think Lee's description really captures it exactly. Freshly snapped green twigs mixed with herbs and spices. Yeah, that is really fresh, very, very lively, rather universal. It has the kind of scent that will go with just about any kind of a shave soap you're using in the shave den, like a Tabak or a Paraso, that sort of thing. It has that kind of quality. And again, here's the shave cream, and we're going to take a look at this. And oh, you know what? Check that out, huh? Let me get it over here like this so you can see that. Oh, it's already coming out here a little bit. Oh, okay. That's marvelous. Let me just rub a little bit on the hand here. Oh, I like that. That has a little more of the citrus top notes to it. I'm just going to rub that in my hands. That is marvelous, really. Oh, I like that a lot. Again, the citrus in the shave cream is a little more prominent than it is in the aftershave splash. But again, I think it's because it's closer to my skin now. Boy, that is terrific. Wow. And let's take a look at the shaving brush here. We won't open up the canned shaving cream. Yes, and this appears to be a boar brush with a wooden handle. And they've got a leader with the date 1977 on there. I don't know why it says leader 1977. See that right there? I'll show that to you. All right, and I'm really interested in seeing how this shave brush performs. A nice size, great for travel, great for the shave den. Really interested in seeing how this blooms. So I think I'm going to use this, break it in, and then when we do the review, we're going to use this brush to whip up the lather, and we're going to do a bowl lather, and we're going to use the shave cream. Boy, this scent is really, really terrific. So, wow, what a really, really wonderful, wonderful gift that arrived to the channel, the Leader Shaving Kit. Again, this is a staple in Poland, and it's marvelous. The scent is wonderful. I'm really looking forward to using this and giving it a go. It's going to probably end up in my rotation as well because I really, really like the scent. And it just sounds like it's another one of those great shave soaps, like a Paraso, like a Spike, that sort of thing. That's probably going to just give some great, great performance. And really looking forward to trying this out. A big, big thank you to Lee Meyer for very kindly sending along the Leader Shaving Kit. And again, this container here is fantastic. We're going to have a link below to makeupstore.com. We'll get a link to that where you can check this out. Lee, thank you very, very much. Happy New Year. Definitely going to get a review on this. Love the scent, and it promises really, really top shelf performance. Lee, thank you again very, very much. We received this review on a new safety razor from Razor Rock from viewer Tim Whitcup. And he writes, good morning, Mark. This morning I shaved with my new Razor Rock Mentor razor with the super knurled handle. It gave a nice, smooth shave. The Mentor razor is supposed to be a step up in aggression from the Mission razor, but I found it to be mild. The handle is awesome. RazorRock allows you to choose different handles for a lot of their razor heads. Get the super knurled handle if it's available. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And that comes from Tim Whitcup. Check it out, folks. We'll have a link to Italian Barber where you can check out the RazorRock Mentor Razor and give that super knurled handle a look. That's a stainless steel handle, as I recall. And yeah, I have shaved with the Mission Razor, and I found it to be I'll have to use it again. I haven't used it in a long, long time. But as I recall, and this was early on in my wet shaving journey, so my technique is improved, so I might not get the same result with the Mission Razor. But I recall it to be very, very efficient. Gave me a really, really terrific shave. I'm going to have to revisit it again. But Tim Whitcup says that the Mentor Razor is supposed to be a little step up from the Mission Razor, and he found it to be mild. So both those razors are probably in close proximity to one another. If you've used the Mission Razor and you've used the Mentor Razor, please comment below and let us know what you think of those razors side by side. We'll have a link to Italian Barber below where you can check out the Mentor Razor. Tim, thanks again very, very much. And that wraps up this week's look at new wet shaving gear. My thanks to everyone who contributed. Really do appreciate it. We'll do it again next week. Okay, let's check out some of these questions and comments. Well, in a previous Monday morning mailbag, I think shortly before I got the flu, viewer Rob Miller informed us that he had made a purchase from Strike Gold Shave, and they threw in a sample of Bonnie and Clyde shave soap. And Rob used the sample, and he had some lather remaining and wanted to see if he could do additional shaves. Now, his original email reads, "Hi Mark, I received a sample of Bonnie and Clyde shave soap with the purchase. The sample was generous. I should have used half, but I didn't. After the shave, I thought, instead of cleaning the bowl and wasting the remainder of the soap, which is very good, I decided to leave the remainder for my next shave. I will let you know how it goes. Have a great week, Rob Miller." Now, Rob did follow up, and I've been trying to piece this together because coming off of the flu, I kind of lost track of everything, but I think we have some things put together here with Rob's help. And he writes, the first picture is after the first shave. The second picture is before, during, and after the second shave. And the third shave pictures are the ones with the blue Henson. After the third shave, there wasn't much left, so I cleaned the bowl. So, 3 shaves with the one sample of Bonnie and Clyde. Hope that helps. Rob, isn't that amazing? He got a sample of Bonnie and Clyde shave soap, and he was able to get 3 great shaves just from, well, one scoop and building a lather. And he let that lather remain, and he was able to get an initial shave and then 2 additional shaves from what remained in the shaving bowl. That's outstanding. Folks, check out Strike Gold Shave for Bonnie and Clyde and any of their shave soaps. They look like they lather a treat, and they last and last and last. Rob, thanks very much for the update on this. Really do appreciate it. Well, in a previous Monday morning mailbag, John Shaves 101 from across the pond in England shared with us mince pies, and we got into the history of mince pies and what a wonderful holiday treat it is in England and that sort of thing. And viewer Joel Toronto very kindly and generously wrote the following. Good morning. Great 3MB. Glad you are back to feeling better. I just ordered you a 6-pack of Walker's minced pies. ETA this Friday. Have a happy new year. That was from Joel Toronto. Well, these arrived on my doorstep New Year's Eve. Just as the clock struck midnight, I went through my ritual of I ate 12 grapes. This is something that they do in Spain. They eat 12 grapes. You're supposed to eat all 12 grapes in under a minute. As soon as the clock strikes 12, then you start eating your 12 grapes. And if you get them all consumed within that first minute, you're going to have a great year. Each grape representing a month. And I also open up my doors to let 2025 out and let 2026 in. And it was at that point, in opening up my front door, that I noticed this package on my doorstep in the snow, because we were getting a lot of snow, and I retrieved it and opened it up. Oh my gosh, Joel, thank you very, very much. Walkers, we're going to crack this open, but first, we have the oven preheating right now to 355 degrees, because it says here, how to enjoy. Can you see that right there? Where is it? Right there. How to enjoy. Right there. Let me show you that. Okay? It says how to enjoy delicious served cold, but for a true taste sensation, gently warm the shortbread mince pie in your oven. Let's see, 180 degrees Celsius is about 355 degrees Fahrenheit, 10 to 12 minutes. Or you can microwave it. Well, I'm not going to microwave it. This is too special to microwave. We're going to warm this up in the oven, and we're going to have one. We're going to show it to you. And you know what? Maybe we'll open it up right now so you can see what they look like inside. And then we'll get them on a cookie sheet. We'll warm them up for about 10 minutes or so. And yeah, Joel, thank you very, very much. Okay, so here they are right here. Check it out. All right, there they are right there. Okay, so we're gonna man, these look great. I think I'll put a couple on. We're gonna let the oven warm up, and then we'll be right back. I'm gonna warm up my coffee. I'm gonna get another refill, and we're gonna share this mince pie with everyone this morning. Joel, thank you very, very much. Okay, they just came out of the oven, and I have them in this little aluminum pie plate here, and they each also have their own little individual aluminum pie plate, which is kind of neat. And you know what? I think they're cool enough to set on this plate here. And we'll set that aside. I got this really, really nice plate here. This came from my friends Denny and Sue Eller. They sent Christmas cookies over, and they put them on the plate. And I said, well, I'll send the plate back. And they said, oh, no, that's part of the gift. I thought, wow, that's really nice. Very festive plate. Now, again, when they're cold, you can eat them with your hands. And because they're a little bit warm here and the crust is very flaky, I'm going to use a fork. And that's okay to do when they're warm like this. Let me just show you this. Ooh, let me show you this. Check that out. Look at that. That's marvelous. Hang on. Pardon me. Wow. I got a fresh cup of coffee here. Hang on 1 minute. Oh my gosh. What a way to kick off 2026. That is marvelous. That is really, really good. I recommend, check that out. I got two of them here. And again, they're small, but that's the way they're designed. They're portable. You can just kind of grab and go. And I can understand how you can eat these cold. But man, warming them up for about 10 to 12 minutes in the oven at the recommended temperature, that's the way to do it. Hang on 1 minute. Oh my gosh, this crust is amazing. This is baked in Scotland. Right there. Baked in Scotland. These are great. Thank you so much, Joel Toronto. I'm going to finish these up. And I got the last, look at that. That's empty. And we've got this one right here, and I got one more to go. Man, this is fantastic. My gosh, morning, noon, and night, you can eat these. This is a great little dessert after a meal. It's great for something in the morning. I can understand why these are so popular during the holidays. Man, hang on one more. That's marvelous. Wow. Wow. Thank you, Joel Toronto. Walker's 6 mince pies. 6 mince pies. This is marvelous. What a great, great holiday treat. A big thank you to John Shaves 101 for introducing us all to the holiday tradition of mince pies across the pond. But a huge, huge thanks to Joel Toronto for very kindly and generously sending these along to the channel. These are delightful. Walker's mince pies. Now, I don't know how they stack up against the M&S, but man, these are winners. This is great. Absolutely love this. And I can understand how they go so well with tea, but with my morning coffee, absolutely fantastic and spectacular. Joel, thank you again very, very much. And everyone out there, Happy New Year, Happy 2026. Get some Walkers. They're really, really terrific. And that wraps up another Monday Morning Mailbag. Thanks so much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. Please share, please subscribe, please like. Hit that bell so it'll give you a yell the next time I upload a video. Comment below. Let me know. Check out all the wonderful artisan soap makers and sellers that you see displayed on the bottom of the screen right now. They make and offer some wonderful artisan shave soap. They also offer some wonderful wet shaving gear to enhance your traditional wet shave. The next time you're online, please take a moment, pay them a visit. I sure would appreciate it. Thank you very much. Also, check out my Amazon product page at amazon.com/shop/Mark Zarate, where you'll find all the Amazon listed products that I review in this channel, organized and categorized so you can find everything in a snap very easily. I'll leave you with this laugh. Hey, we have another double take cartoon puzzle this week. Try to find the differences between the two cartoon panels. If you need more time, just pause the video or try to find all the differences before time runs out. Thanks very much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. Make it a great week.